While lying on the floor, hands palmed down, feeling the scratchy rug prick at my fingertips, I thought of small things. I thought about the crack in the ceiling directly above me. I thought about how it stuck out like a sore thumb on the clear white. It had gone a sort of yellowy colour from water making it damp over the years. It was only small, not enough to get someone in to fix it, but enough to be noticeable. It was enough to irritate me. My feet were able to make out the skirting boards that went up the doorway. It led from the living room into the hallway. The toes on my left foot wrapped around the sides a few times, slipping from making a grip because of the socks covering my feet. I imagined the door, tall and grand, maybe a magic door leading into a forest buried in snow, or a twinkling city inspiring endless opportunity. My toes suddenly jutted and slipped from the doorframe again, landing my heel back on the floor. I thought about how my feet were just past the doorframe now, edging to the other side, crossing the boundary into the hallway. My feet and legs were quite warm, wearing thick woolen socks and snug-fit trousers, but my torso and arms were cold. I needed to wear a jumper soon. I thought for a moment that maybe crossing the boundary from the living room to the hallway made the temperature change. This probably wasn't the case. It was the middle of winter, but the thought interested me. I wonder what else was going on in the hallway. I slid my body down towards the door with my hands, my t-shirt getting caught on the rug slightly. Maybe the closer I got across the boundary, the colder I would get. I liked to imagine that maybe the air was different in the hallway, or maybe the atmosphere. From lying down, it seemed just as light as the living room, illuminated by ceiling shades and table lamps. But maybe, if I slid far enough through the door, it might change. It started to smell different. I could smell simmering white wine, onions, bay leaves, as I tilted my head up in the direction of the door. I think someone has started cooking dinner. Or was I just imagining good smells from the other side of the door frame? I looked back up again at the ceiling. The crack was further away now that I had slid closer towards the hallway. Moving my head to the side, I saw the reflection of the lights on the window. It was dark outside already. I wondered how cold it might be tonight. It was not too cold the night before. I could feel my feet come together and then apart again. My left foot was searching for the door frame, but it was a bit too far up now. Maybe I could touch it with my hands. I realized I could only do this if I sat up. I didn't really want to sit up. I slid my body down some more until my chest was in line with the door frame. I grabbed each side of the door frame with my hands. It was cold and white, and I could feel a bit of grit on the sides of my hands from where they were touching the floor. I realized now I was more in the hallway, and the crack in the living room was hidden behind the wooden beams jutting out of the ceiling. The light in here was the same as the living room, and the temperature too. I felt somewhat disappointed.